Welcome to our tour through Hong Kong. It is a metropolitan area on the eastern Pearl River Delta. Get ready for a special tour through the busy city. Definitely a unique experience. Just marvel at all the skyscrapers. Can you believe that the city has more skyscrapers than any other city in the world? In general, Hong Kong is a highly developed city. It is said that the first humans lived in Hong Kong about 35,000 to 39,000 years ago. Have a look at Hong Kong from above. Can you believe that the area has about 7.5 million inhabitants? It is hard to believe that Hong Kong was once an area where not many people lived. It used to be an area popular for fishing and farming. Nowadays, it is one of the most important territories of the world's financial centers. Public transport is highly important in Hong Kong. About 90% of daily trips are made with public transport. Did you know that Hong Kong is one of the most densely populated places in the world? In 1842, Hong Kong became a colony of the British Empire. Interesting is that Hong Kong consists of Hong Kong Island, Kowloon, and the New Territories. Can you imagine that Hong Kong has twice as much skyscrapers as New York? The city has more than 8,000 skyscrapers. There are just so many beautiful buildings and architecture which can be discovered here. Did you know that the architects take feng shui into consideration when they design buildings? We are just touring the city side of the city, but in general, Hong Kong is quite hilly. There are even outdoor escalators to get to your destination. Hong Kong lies about 60 kilometers east of Macau. The city is surrounded by the South China Sea. Although we see so many buildings here, there are many parks and nature reserves in the area. Hong Kong is made of 40% of such parks. Hiking in nature is a great activity for Hong Kongers who live in the busy city. The most spoken language in the city is Cantonese, and nearly 54% also speak English. Hong Kong is also home to the longest road and rail suspension bridge in the world. The Tsing Ma Bridge has a span of 1,377 meters, and it is 206 meters high. The tallest building in the city is the ICC, the International Commerce Center. It also has a swimming pool and an outdoor bar in the 118th floor. This makes them the highest in the world. An interesting fact is that you won't always find a fourth floor in apartment buildings. The reason for this is that number 4 in Chinese sounds like the word death, and that is because why it is considered an unlucky number. Can you imagine that the city also has many beaches? About 450 kilometers of coastline can be enjoyed here. The water temperature is also pretty warm in the summer months, with 29 degrees Celsius, and in the winter months the water is about 17 degrees Celsius warm. Because of its history as a British colony, Hong Kong has many parts of Chinese and also Western culture. The Hong Kong area also has many islands. Some of them are unreachable and no one can live there. What a great workout! Keep on going and don't get slower. We can do this. Hong Kong has a subtropical climate. The weather in the winter months is quite mild, whereas the summers are hot and can also be rainy. The average temperature in the winter is about 15 degrees Celsius, and in the summer there are daytime temperatures around 30 degrees Celsius. In the city, there is also a typhoon season. This lasts from May to November. However, Hong Kong has a pretty good system for dealing with these typhoons. A fun fact is that Hong Kong International Airport is as big as 20 soccer fields. The name Hong Kong has the meaning fragrant harbor. This could have referred to the harbor's fresh water. After Tokyo, Singapore and Shanghai, Hong Kong is one of the largest financial centers in the world. The city life here can be very busy when you look at the traffic. But if you imagine that most parts of the city are more natural with parks, then you get the best of both worlds here. We hope you enjoyed joining us on our tour through the city of Hong Kong. Thank you very much for accompanying us on our tour.